Good evening. Today is December 14th, 2025. And I'm recording in the evening because I was doing other stuff. I'm part of a challenge to finish the year strong. And because of that, I'm making sure that my work gets done without fail. And as a result of that challenge, I've had one of my best weeks eBay wise. Pretty much, I think I might have had a record breaking week if in regards to like meeting my metric every single day. I met my metric every single day, including yesterday, which that doesn't usually happen for me. I usually miss it a day or two. And not that I don't list daily, I do. I take my business serious, but you can't you can't finagle what sales you're gonna get. You could just do your input and hope that the output comes out good. Being that it's the week before Christmas and people are, running towards the end. Last week was a very good week. I have my hot chocolate with me because it is a cold, cold Pennsylvania day. So in the rush of everything, I did not notice that last Friday, the 12th, was my 30th day of putting myself on record, essentially, or putting myself out there to the YouTube and the Facebook land. And I just thought to myself, like, wow, today's Sunday, and I'm already 2 days past the 30th birthday, essentially. So I'm 1 month in, and I'm part of a coaching group, and he is very when he knows you can do it, he tells you that you can do it, and there's a lot of push to do stuff. So remember when you're kids and your parents will always ask you, like, who are your friends? Who are you hanging out with? The same thing is still true as an adult. Like, the people that you surround yourself with now will essentially determine how you project forward, especially when you're starting something new and scary and something that you're just not familiar with. Because I think that what happens, at least for me, what happens is that when you're younger, you have all the bravery to not know any better. So you'll do all kinds of stupid stuff because you think you know everything. But the older you get, the less that is so. You start to become, I started to become more self-conscious about things, and I would think about it twice before taking action. When I was younger, I would take action, run with it, and then figure it out later. I still have some of that, but it's not the same it's not the same 18-year-old me. Nobody knows exactly how things are going to happen with 100% confidence like a teenager. Teenagers, they just know it all, and they are 100% sure that they know it all. So, and that was me a long time ago, but it's not me anymore. So anyways, I joined the group when I first started to resell because I was not sure what I was going to do. It was just a hobby, and it just was one of those things that as the money started rolling in and a little bit of nuggets of confidence started to build, then I would progressively add one goal or the other. Can I make 10,000? Can I make 20,000? Can I make 30? Is this even a viable thing? Can I actually make it into a business? Do people support themselves with this kind of stuff? So I did all of that little by little, and I'm on my fourth year on this journey. I started in 2021, I think it was, yeah. And when I started, it was just a part-time gig and that kind of thing. So I I was reminded this morning that I have come a long, long way. I was talking to one of our group members this morning, and I'm telling my group members, these two people in the call, like, oh, if I don't make my goal this year, that's it. Like, I'm not trying this again. for a while, because next year I'm kind of changing gears. And she said, just look back and see how far you've come, and just do that for a second. So I'm like, it took me off my kilter, and I was like, you know what, Chris, you're right. You're absolutely right. So when I left my full-time job, I had worked for the state for 15 years, or correction, I worked for the state for 14 years and 23 pay periods. That's how we count our sentence when we're serving it for the state. You go in there and you count every pay period like your life depends on it, because with the amount of stress, it really does. You're just like, please get me to this 30-year mark so I can retire and hopefully not check out before that time. So if I look at my performance for this year versus the 15 years or 14 years and 23 pay periods that it took me to get there, I have nothing to complain about. Absolutely nothing to even like complain about. And I think when I first started with the state, I might have been rich. I think I was rich, and I was at about 35,000. And whoo-wee, you could not tell me any different. I was making it. And I ended my career at about 63,000. And that was a huge number back then, It was just like it was monumental. Let's just say that. So when I joined this group and we were talking, and people were talking all kinds of crazy numbers, like people talking about making 50,000 and 100,000 and all this stuff that I'd never heard of in my life. I was just like, I don't know. There's a different kind of breed here. But I just sat there, listened to it. I was very, very intimidated when I started, just because I have because of typing for so many years, I have like some muscle inflammation issues. And like for me, if I was to have to sell clothing, not that there's anything wrong with that, with clothing, but if I had to sell clothing, the motion of like going through every hanger, like some of these people, they like flip through these hangers 100 miles an hour. If I do that, I'm not working the next day. Like my whole shoulders would be like inflamed, and I would have to rest the whole day. So that would not work for me. And little by little, just one thing led to another. And before I knew it, I was selling dolls. So that was the newness 4 years ago. And that was very scary. And every day it's still like being self-employed is being able to sit in discomfort. That's the best way I could explain it. The one who can sit in discomfort the longest wins, I think. And there's days where I feel like I know what I'm doing, and then there's days that I don't even know. I don't even know how I put my shoes on. So all that to say that starting on YouTube and starting on Facebook is much the same. I am back to square one. I'm back to square one on doing something new that is really scary, doing something new that puts me way, way out of my comfort zone, makes my skin crawl, if I'm gonna be honest. The major things that are scary about starting YouTube is like putting my business out there, my doll business out there. I've cultivated this thing like it's a little egg, and I've been like holding tight and holding it really close to my chest and not letting anybody in, not talking about it and that kind of thing, because I feed my family with it. I feed my family with my earnings. So it's something that is very scary to put out there and to share with the world. But my coach has never let me wrong. And even when I don't see what he sees, when I get on point and when I start taking the advice, which is if you want to keep growing this nest, you have to start sharing what you do. And people will come to you. You will attract your people and that kind of thing. And that, I don't know. It's scary. So, I have my little notebook here, or my little sticky note, because that's what I do. The major things that I worried about. I don't know, putting my business out there for the world to hear about it. Competition. I'm always terrified of that because it's so hard for me to, and I do it full time, so it's hard to get good inventory. It's hard to get good inventory. It's more difficult to feel dumb on camera, like right now. Yeah. It's yes, it's like you're opening your most prized possession and sharing it and hoping that it doesn't go bad, because I don't know, there's nowhere else, there's nothing else that I want to do. This is what I want to do. So, I don't know. I didn't expect this to happen. I guess I better learn how to edit this out. Oh, yeah, that was another thing. I don't know how to edit. And because it is the busy season, I'm like, do I stop what I'm doing to learn how to edit? Or do I keep running my business that's going 100 miles an hour right now? And I've decided that, you know what? I'm going to record and I'm going to just throw it out there to the universe, and it lands how it lands. Because I don't know how to edit and I don't have the time to learn how to edit at this moment. I think maybe in the next 14 days, I will try to figure out how to edit so that I'm not wasting videos that I do. But so far, my first 30 days, I have pretty much hit record and it's out. Whatever comes out, and you get what you get and you don't fret situation, right? I also invested in this nice little thing and it's super cool. I was very excited, but being that I have not devoted the time to watch tutorials, it started beeping and now I can't even use the damn thing. So there's that. So putting yourself out there, it's not comfortable. It is not. I don't know how else to say it. And hopefully it gets better. And hopefully something good comes out of it. I almost envision it as when somebody is performing and they're up on the stage and they trust their fans to catch them, to catch them if they throw themselves off that stage. That's what it feels like right now. It feels like I am throwing myself out there and I might land face first into the brick wall, or something good will come out. I don't know which one it is, but it is uncomfortable. It is very, very uncomfortable. And I did not expect the tears to roll, but here we are. This is me. So I think that one of the things that helps in this business, and my coach tells me all the time, like, you can't get emotional about stuff. You can't get emotional about stuff. Business is business, and you do this and you do that. And here I am crying on camera. So hopefully he never ever sees this video. Not that he has time to watch any of our videos because the man has a billion things going on. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. But it's one thing to be young and know it, and it's a whole different thing to be in your 40s. Like, I'm like, is it just me? What happens? Do we like, does our like bravery like diminish as we age? Is this normal? I don't want to be afraid. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. I liked the younger me that was like, we're gonna do it and it's gonna happen and that's it. Now I'm like, we're gonna do it, and I'll cry and hyperventilate, and then I'll keep moving forward, but I'm still afraid. And I wish I could just say like I did when I was younger, which was, I'm gonna do it, no thoughts. You just went and did it, and whatever happens, happens. So it is kind of crazy to see the age difference and to see like the changes that happen. But if you're here for honesty, here it is. It is not easy, but it is definitely making me feel alive again. I think that when you run a business for a while, and then once you start to kind of like understand what it takes, like right first I was like, oh, let's see if it works, let's see if I could run this full time. And then once I got over that hump, then it was like, okay, can I leave my job and support myself? And then I'm almost at year 2 of doing that. So I think I started to get a little comfortable and kind of like, it was like blah, blah, like just routine. Not like my old job, that's for sure. I run out of day. I don't run out of, at my old job, I would look up and 2 minutes had passed. So it's not that. I feel like my hair is on fire almost all the time. I run out of hours in the day to get my stuff done. So it's not that. But starting this whole, like, I don't know, to me it feels like a public journaling type of situation. Or some people call it recording your journey. To me it sounds like a journal. It feels like a journal. And I don't know, it's kind of scary. But so my first 30 days, we are still working through the fears of recording. We are still working through the fears of not knowing what the heck I'm doing. We're still working through the fears of, is technology much ahead of me? I do have confidence that I can learn how to use this thing. I want to learn how to use this thing. I really do. It's like so cool and everything, but I don't have the time to sit here and try to figure it out at this moment. But that will be on the agenda for the next, I think after this year passes, or once I get to the end of December, or once I meet my financial goal, let's say that. Once I meet my financial goal for this year, then I can breathe, slow down, and start to think, what what do I want to do? Because I said I would do this recording thing for not for 100 days, and once I do it for 100 days, then I will sit back and figure out, okay, is this something that I want to continue to do, or am I okay with the practice run and I'm ready to run out the door and hide? Totally possible. I started my Facebook page for the business as well at the same time. Like I started the Facebook page a little bit sooner than I did YouTube. And that has grown in the past month. I I don't remember how many. I wasn't paying attention too closely to the metrics, and don't tell my coach because I should be, but I wasn't. Um, I I was like maybe 50 followers on Facebook, maybe, and it was probably my friends and family. And now we are up to 162 followers as of this recording, which is exactly 2 days after 32. Day 32. So there's that. And then I realized, you know, rather quickly that my videos were going longer than they had to, and I was struggling to put them on Facebook, so I started putting them on YouTube. And once I started posting over there, I started collecting one or two people over there, and I seem to have collected a few doll fans, which I'm very excited about because that's the whole channel is for you. The whole channel is for you. Although today you're probably hearing me ramble about my fears of YouTube, so sorry about that. And so on YouTube right now, we have just started. We're under a month on YouTube, and we're slowly trickling in. Followers and that kind of thing. Again, it's probably my friends and my family and that kind of stuff, but you got to start somewhere. So that's where we're at. I think I checked YouTube yesterday, and I think I'm at 30 followers, which essentially means I've gained one follower per day, right? So my goal for the next 30 days, my goals that I can control, not that I wish for, but the goals that I can control is to do my 30 days of recording, my next 30. I've officially finished my first 30. So I am on round number 2. And today is day number 2 of round 2. So I'm on round number 2. I'm hoping to continue recording. So the one thing I know for sure is that even through all the fear, even through like all the self-doubt and everything, I'm consistent. I know how to be consistent. And I don't doubt that part of me. I very much know that, I will do it no matter what happens. So I'm very consistent with whatever I start. So uncomfortable, very much so, but consistent. I got that part. So I will continue to do my second round of 30 recording, and exploring different topics and exploring the business side, exploring the life side, exploring dolls and what to do with them and how to navigate the world of this small business that I have created. I'm pliable. I'm okay. Like, dolls are my world right now, and I will continue to be I want to continue to be one of the best ambassadors that I can be for the assignment in front of me. And the assignment in front of me is to get the girls from their previous collectors to their current and future collectors, and to do so in a way that is safe and profitable. Safe for the girls and profitable so that I can support myself to continue doing it. So that is the mission that I'm working on, and that I am very confident in doing, so long as I can find the inventory to continue doing it. And therein lies the question mark. Continuing to find them. Some days are good and some days not so much. Sometimes the cost of them is starting to get pretty high. And how long can we go? I don't know. I think this video is about I don't know. Pretty much anything, if you ask me. But just talking about getting through the fears of starting YouTube and letting things land where they land. So, also, my friend Max told me that I should learn how to create a playlist for you guys, so that if you like to listen to shipping videos, that you can do that. And that if you like to listen to other business type videos, that you can do that. Right now, if I'm going to be honest, I don't even know what the title of this video is, besides the fear of starting YouTube and the embarrassment of not knowing how to edit out tears in public. I guess I could do that. So, that is all I have for you guys today. I will get back to, we have to shovel to get into my garage so that I could pack some orders for tomorrow. And I think I have about 12 orders to pack. So maybe I'll record a packing video tomorrow, since one of my team members told me that they love to view packing videos. I'm not sure why. You're just hearing my tape gun going on and on and on. But I will do one for you, because if you like that, you'll get that. All right, that's all I have. Have a good day.